Hi everyone, it's PAWSA, and this is Can You Mix? And today we got 3 shades of intensity. And funny enough, they are all progressive. Let's see if they did a great job. We start off with Andi beat with melodic techno. Sounds a bit of progressive house, to be honest. And I call this set Intense Roboholic. He had a strong start. It seems that it feels the whole set is quite mechanical. There's a lot of logic going on and not enough soul. Just, release me, let me go, Even though transitions were good, something is missing, like essential point of the whole idea about music, why people come and listen to you in the first place. Missing some kind of flow for some reason. What I've noticed, he's mixing quite often, like tracks maybe are like 2-3 minutes long, tops. And in such genre, I think not all tracks should be mixed like that. You should give some kind of breather to give a space for a proper bridge to ascend the feeling inside of you. Otherwise, it feels like it's a chopped curtain. It's not beautiful. I don't really want to listen to it, and I don't really want to look at it. So you really cut out the main essence of the tracks, which is not advisable in this genre, though. I did it myself. Whichever parts I didn't like, I cut them out. But for some reason here, no. Melodic techno, you have to listen to what it says. Melodic. Yeah, you have to give me that melody. It's not just about the bass energy that builds up, but the melody itself, its essence, it must be, it should be there. Maybe try a different genre for that type of mixing. If you look at the graph, he started quite strong, and as soon as the second track hits, it dies down. Not for long though. He picks up the level and keeps climbing up and away. And he had a strong finish as well. Not sure why. It's the end of the set. I think you should have let it go earlier. I'll give him a plus for using effects and improvising. The whole mixing was in equal measures. He didn't do it too much, not too little. Like everything was good, in a good balance. Yeah, and looking by this structure of the set, it seems that he should have continued at least up to an hour, if not even longer. For this type of music, it's a bit too short. Please, guys, if you're new to mixing, just try to do 1 hour plus, yeah? Don't do half hours. It's trash. No one cares. It's too small. No, you can't grasp the whole feeling of your performance less than an hour. Even an hour, I think it's too small. Try to do it at least an hour or a bit more, like even 2 or 3. It's pretty much like if you're drawing a picture and then I didn't finish it, right? Although I want to see the full result. Can you do the shadows, or can you do the lines properly, or whatever the case, yeah? And this is like hey, there you go, a sketch. I can draw, so try to do it hour plus. But anyway, let's see some fails that I found throughout a short mix. We are 18 minutes in, and he lowered the bass, and then he missed 2 beats when it dropped. It sounded more like a fail rather than a nudge. Here after Rise, he switches tracks and it feels intense and forced rather than have a natural flow.
By the light of the moon, the moon, the moon.
When the second track initiated, he was looking quite for some time the beat match. The A track is dragging the power and it feels very heavy. And as soon as he switches to track B, you would think that it rises up, but no, the drag is heavier than risen part. So eventually it's just rather than have a, uplifting energy. Finally, the real mixing has begun and a peak track is bombarding. And his final effect on 39th minute, he added for 2 claps an echo. Have a look. You can see he's like trying too hard mechanically, like 3, 2, 1, yes, go. Yeah, you can see the body's moving as the brain is functioning. Yeah, there's no like a natural flow, and you're enjoying dancing yourself, some kind of musical movement. It's very logical, robotic mix, and that's just not what people are after. You need to be, a human first of all, in order to mix some music. So maybe try to loosen up a bit and relax and primarily enjoy the process itself. The end is the flow that matters of the music, yeah? If you have a nice flow, you're good. So just be that flow, be that energy. So for track choices, I'm gonna give him 9. Performance and journey, 9. And mixing skills, 8. In total, Andi Beat got 8.6. Not bad of a score. Keep practicing and maybe I'll see you in a big stage. Let's go to the next one. Next up is Kiki with trance and techno. And I called her set Kiki That Level. Let me tell you, she's not what she looks like. Her music movement is ruthless, strong, and intense. So don't get fooled by the cute haircut and couple of earrings, because this girl can mix. Strong DJ skills, beat match is magnetic, just like Japanese speed trains. Although the venue and people, they seem weird. It's like we traveled back in time, back into 90s. As you can see by the graph, we have a very long intro, but it's a very interesting part from the mix. Around minute 25, we had the early peak. And when we reached the half-hour line, I expected more. But it seems like she doesn't bring up the level. The peak level is the max that she's pushing. And I'm not sure if it's her entirely. I think it might be the tracks themselves. They don't allow you to go higher. Like, danger, you reach the ceiling. Yeah, that's it. It doesn't let you go higher than that. Like, there's no, unless you switch a different gear and then the techno, and then you put a harder techno or something. The whole set has a nice flow. You can hardly hear transition. Like, she's mixing very smooth and gives that transparent feel to it, I can honestly say that this set feels like one whole track, like beautiful journey. She has balanced her way not to overdo the effects, like they were only few throughout the whole set. It just felt right, like the perfectionism is there. And for some reason she finished strong as well. Not sure why. But I've noticed many techno DJs try to finish with a strong track at the end, like putting a cherry on the top. I honestly don't think that is the way to go. I mean, by all means, do whatever you want if you DJ, but I'd rather use that strong track, somewhere in the middle where it's actual place. That could even, make the whole flow even better of the set. So let's dig into some moments that I found out interesting. At 5:30, we have a perfect transition with a classic one beat skip. Another absolute epic transition with one beat skip. It gives a strong and energetic outcome. We are half hour in, and this is when we can hear a slight beat match issue. It seems like because of the clap on a track B, or the two tracks just don't collide. Just want to point out that she looks at her watch, and I'm familiar with the feeling of what's left from your set. How close is the end of the set? Another thing I want to point out, well, had a glimpse on a dancing girl from her right. Like mixing next to someone's crotch. I don't know. It's a bit odd. $42.50, and it's a slight beat match issue. Only by 4 kicks though. She fixed it quite fast. The dynamic has changed in one swift move. It's 2 different bass lines. The energy just drops. Although it's the end of the set. Why not? It's not polite to interrupt someone's unfinished performance. Know your place when to speak.
I want you to give it up for the DJ of the hour, huh? It's me and for Kiki! Let's go! Final song.
As you can see, the mixing is dope. It's just these couple of moments around the set itself that, you know, makes it to look at the whole show in a different perspective. And of course that girl at the end, I mean, come on, just let me finish and then you can speak. So that could be annoying for some people, you know. So for track choices, I'm gonna give her 7. Performance and journey, 8. In mixing skills, 10. In total, it's 8.3. I'll give her only one advice. Try to build the set, you know, even higher. Like, try to make it, like, to the peak and down, or to the peak and even higher. They say sky's the limit, but so by the graph you can see you reach the ceiling. Well, break that ceiling if it's possible with that genre what you're playing. Other than that, great job. Thank you. Woo-hee! Let's go. It's time for PAWSA with some house and house tech. And I call this set Bassless Mixing Fields. 3 words. Plain, simple, boring. First of all, the quality is total ass. If anyone wants to record your set with the video, make sure your priority is the audio, because that's what matters, right? The video is like whatever. But the music is primarily in the mix. Like, recording is so bad. It would be like having a book club in a construction site. Like, you can't truly focus on what you're reading. Hey, but something's building around you, you know. I was struggling to, you know, just to listen the whole thing as, you know, as it meant to be out there in the fields, but with the proper speakers. But through this phone, whatever they were recording, it was horrible. What I've noticed, for some reason, many mixes he was making without bass, it's like he was hiding something. Like he wanted to cheat the system or something. Because, you know, when you lower the bass on both ends, it's harder to spot the beat match issue. because pretty much everything sounds high and the same. Once you switch on the bass, you can hear different basses like. Let me demonstrate so you can see what I mean. So it can be very annoying and boring once you do the same thing all over again. Spice it up a bit. Do something else. You have all these faders and whatnot. Like, do something different for a change. Hey, I mean, he's a great producer, but as a DJ, maybe it's not your thing. And the crowd seems to be bored. They're all standing still. I don't know what time it is. I don't know what time it is of the event. Maybe everyone is already shattered and tired, but still, point taken. Although the graph is looking good, is going up and above, there were no really peaks. It was just plain climb up. Also, he had a strong finish. Well, the next guy that was DJing after him, he started even stronger, so it all adds up. So let me show you those moments, what I found throughout the set. At 5:30, PAWSA is mixing in with the flanger effect, followed by a quick swap. We're 10 minutes in and he did a dry transition. After that, he switched on the bass, created a drop, and then after a couple of kicks, he did 16 beats again without bass. That way you can create something interesting out of something boring. I'm not sure why, but here he's mixing without bass. On 26th minute, again, same thing happened. He's mixing without bass. Once again, this is when he's mixing without bass. The guy's just stuck in a loop. I don't get it. We have another mix without bass on 57. This is when he missed the drop again after two. As you can see, the quality is not the best, so it was true pain for me to go through all of this. If I would be, I don't know, a new guy listening to this, I would switch off on a 5th minute. It's impossible to listen and enjoy. It's not enjoyable set. No. So for track choices, I'm gonna give him 7. Performance and journey, 9. And mixing, 6. Because I'm confident he's trying to dodge something. I don't know what it is, but something is hidden. So I hope I expose that. Anyway, in total it's 7.3. -1 for poor quality. That's 6.3. And as always, let's see if I will ever listen to these sets again. Andi beat? No, it's robotic. Kiki? Yes, the ceiling has touched my soul. PAWSA? No. Get a better camera. Maybe I'll listen again to something else. But to be honest, stay in production basement and do the magic there, not on the stage. That was all for today. Let me know what you think. Comment below and like the video. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next week with something else. In the meantime, I'll see if there's anything interesting through the window. It's dark. Have a good one. Yours truly, Boss Alive. Ciao.